Okay, I need to get cozy for this one. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sorry I kept changing the time. Um, Situations have been brought to my attention, and due to that, I needed to revise some things, which I did. And you're in for a wing dinger. Hi, y'all. Let's see who we've got. Oh, yes. We have a nice little bunch here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCIA Network. Please don't tell me we're buffering. Okay. Welcome to WCIA Network, everybody. Thumbs up on your way in. Muffin top. Yes, sensitive, very sensitive information tonight. Once again, welcome my members. KD, Nola Willie, hi. Peggy, Nola Willie said hi too. Who else is here as a member that has checked in? Heavenly Lee and Angel Talk, welcome. Yeah, I see. Oh my goodness, lots of new people. This is wonderful. Deborah, hi, how are you? Nancy, hi there. Sugar Bee, we've got Miss Peaches. Peggy, how are you? Nancy. I don't know if I've seen Donna. Welcome, you guys, and welcome, subscribers. I hope all's okay. Welcome, subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And definitely thumbs up on your way in. It's a great way to support the channel. And becoming a member is as well, or super chats or whatever is all welcome. Okay. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Oh, thank you, Julie. Yeah, I'm going to give it a couple minutes before I even open up the PDF. My PDF is going to be over 100 pages. Since I ranted and raved and went nuts the other day, I understand now why the angels are saying stay focused, look ahead, and don't look around and listen to particular YouTube channels that are trying to create different kind of distractions as we get closer to answers. It seems as if there are some very large channels that are all of a sudden out of the blue, just boom, like Summer Moon Wells doesn't exist. Their conversations are different due to my clairvoyance and my medium, and I know what I can see it. I could see it, and it's interesting how certain channels actually think, for some reason, if they act a certain way, like, okay, now we're real cool, calm, and we're gonna all be friends, and I'm gonna have so and so on my channel as a guest, and we're just gonna talk about bullshit. And it's really funny that this is what's happening. It's very new to me because I stay out of that, right? Remember, I don't go into the drama. I don't really give a shit about the other channels, other than them showing me and giving me the elements that I'm looking for and need. Summer Moon Wells, she spoke very clearly the day that I brought in this other crazy person. It was like this other story on, and it was like, whoa, man. Stay as far away as possible. hi Peggy, as you can, because they are doing all this on purpose. On purpose. Well, let me check my. Is my chat room? Is it? Let me see if it's for subscribers only, real fast. Because I think it's nice to have subscribers only. Yeah, subscribers only. Save. Okay, here we go. Anyways, I have gone. I'm going to close this out. Okay. I'm going to focus in. I'm going to focus in a little. I have been told to be very careful, right? I don't really get names. It doesn't matter because here, WCIA Network specifically is here to bring the Summer Moonwell's missing children justice. And justice, the definition of justice to me from the children is to share their story and show their story the best that I possibly can, right? Because doing it through your third eye and listening to the messages and just blabbing shit out that I can't even make sense of, isn't always that easy, right? Isn't always that easy to do. So that's what I do here. And then I'm just directed to grab elements that speak to the audience, speak to you guys. Because for me, in the beginning, I'm like, oh my God, they're hanging from a tree. They're dead. Their heads are on platters. They're covered in it was just, I saw it, right? But it didn't mean anything, or it couldn't do anything or make a difference to getting their story heard, because I need a visual. If this actually did happen and this is actually being shown through deep fake on YouTube, I should be able to pull the photos. And that's when I continued to go in that direction. Congratulations, Moon Baby, on your 4th month of membership. Thank you. So that is what I did. I kind of went nuts the other night on Benny because for some reason, I could connect right into him very quick, very, very, very easily. I can understand really what's beneath the words and the emotion of the moment that he's in. I can tell when he's online trying to distract from other things. I can read into him the clearest for some reason. I don't know why. I said that a year ago. He's the easiest channel. He's the easiest tunnel channel. There's a few of them that have tricked me, because I have a side of me that doesn't want to see people the way that the angels are trying to show me really who they are. I give people, I'm a nice person. I love everyone until they prove me differently. And I welcome everyone until they cross me. And then once they cross me, it only takes one time. I'm not like one of those people that you cross and then it's just done. Like, even though it's not fair sometimes, it's just I can't do it any other way. I don't know how to live my life any other way. I'm not going to name creator. There's a very, very big portion of my photos tonight that are going to show you Summer Moon. I got them from a couple different creators that I am not going to mention. If in fact they do watch and they're looking and watching what I'm doing here, they're going to know it came from them, because nobody else has the layer of truth that I just received, as I'm going to show today. The layer of truth, for those that are new, deep fake is about covering the truth. The deep fake is the material that's deep fake. It's fake, creating a cover up over the truth. Thank you, Dina, for that super chat. Covering the truth. So I'm going to show you how it's the sliver in between that's the truth. What I have received this week, and this is why I kept pushing it off, is there are some very large YouTube creators that help create the narrative over the truth. So you're seeing a lot of different versions of the TikToks, different versions of the swing, of the rain, and all this crap, because there are a lot of different groups involved, and you literally need to get to the person who has the sliver of truth correctly. I believe I have it here. So, to the person or to the groups and to the people that you know I'm talking about, I want you to know that I know. And I'm going to try my damnedest to bring you all down. And how I'm going to do that is I already downloaded all of your stuff. That's why I didn't go on yesterday. I went all the way back 13 months. And what I have of the videos from 13 months ago compared to the version now, it's so obvious that it's been fucked with. And it all comes from the same YouTube creators. All the same. All the same. It's never changed, you guys. Never changed. Michael Vaughn. He may not be in my presentation often, but I will show you Michael Vaughn up here with the swing. I've showed it before. This goes deeper. There are a few different children, but for some reason this little Michael Vaughn, this little monkey, has a direct connection to Summer Moon Wells, more so than the other children. I don't know if they're paired up. I don't know. But he is a very strong little soul. And his mother knows how strong of a soul he is. And she's really hoping to see him in the resurrection. And she won't. Just FYI. These kids are not fucking stupid. These kids know what happened to them. And you know what? They believe they are doing the world good. You know why? Because you're going to bust this open. Because you made these children beautiful children. You made them strong children. You made them wise. And they have been blessed. They were blessed with the gift of life, even though it was taken away from them. They are very mighty strong. Their will to get their story out is incredibly strong. And anyone that's listening here that's a medium, clairvoyant, even if you just get hunches, everyone that's on my channel here has intuition. That's why you're here. You're connected to the channel. You're born with it. And I'm not someone different or special. We're born with it. People are just born to do different things with it. Summer Moon Wells is who introduced me to this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I have had children spirits following me since I was a little girl. I didn't know why. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I did readings. I help with, I see patients for pregnancy. I help heal. I worked in a chiropractor's office. I worked in a nurse's office. I did all this. I helped raise people into light. I worked at a hospice. But this speaks to me the most. Because these kids are so freaking beautiful. And they deserve their story to be told. So I wanted to start out with these two pictures because these are the truth. This picture to the left, you guys have never seen a picture like that with her on the swing. And you haven't seen a picture like this. There's certain creators that have the truth, the real truth, between the deep fake. I'm going to start out the way that I started out a year plus ago. Well, I think what I mean by that is I actually started out with particular elements that were very, very obvious to me. The Summer Moon Wells case. I started calling the Summer Moon Wells missing children the day that I realized that these other children were popping through, showing me elements. I didn't know who they were. All I knew was loud. I couldn't even prepare before going online. I never prepared. Those who've been watching me since day one, I would just get on. I couldn't prepare because it was so much information coming so quickly, and it was really jumbled, and it made no sense. Sorry, drink my favorite pop. It made no sense. So I'm like, I don't understand. This is just so horrific. I can't. There's no way. And I saw it like a movie. I saw it, and it was things that I didn't even know existed. I never knew. It's not part of my world, right? So I started going on to YouTube, and I started out with the creators that actually were the very first ones to talk about it. Those are the creators that built the audience, right? They built the audience to fall in love with Summer Moon Wells. I was listening, grabbing their information, looking at their videos. I was new to YouTube, and I'm like, wait a minute, another child went missing, this child went missing, and I was looking back into cases like Harmony and ones, even Benet Ramsey. She is, I have pictures of her since day one. I go back years and years. I go back to Amber Alert, the Amber Alert child, actually, whose mother is covered in shit, in the dolls and all of that. So I paid attention and really, really listened. And I was seeing things and hearing things that no one yet was listening to, or should I say no one yet heard it because it wasn't its time. I was showing nutty photos like this, like, I'm like, you guys, this guy Don, he has like a freaking rat on his face. And then I hear that, Rosemary Bly went missing. And I looked to see, I'm like, look to see. And it brought me right there, brought me right to the rat on her car. Same thing. I'm like, okay, well obviously that's going to bring, in my head, I'm like, okay, of course the cops are going to be like, there shouldn't be a rat in both photos. That's weird. And then it went to the number 5. I got the number 5. And then I focused 6 months on the letter V and the fingers and the toes and the things in their hair and all this stuff. And I just was matching it together. I was listening carefully because I'm like, to the angels and to the voices, you want to call them. I'm like, I need something. I need something. I can't just continue go on here like that. And I went to the police department. I went down to the FBI, and then me like, you know, like this, like looking at me like we have no freaking idea what you're talking about. I need some stuff. So that's when I started piecing the stuff together, because when I tell you I'm shown it, I'm shown it. So we all know that this photo of Candace was whatever, one of her last photos. We have this photo actually taken at 2 different time stamps. So I'm like, well, this is going to be a very important photo. I completely recognized immediately when, in the beginning, I would see things like the 5 in her mouth with that little thing sticking out, and I'd say, this matches, this is Summer, but it's also Summer standing in her kitchen, because it's all the same elements on the boots. It's all the same. So the person standing next to Summer, on her legs, I matched up the elements. The number 3 with the 2 matched perfectly. I'm like, oh, no one gave a shit. I'm like, she has a number 5 in her mouth, blah, 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 blah. No one cared. And I continued to start matching this stuff up. And then I would find this, the first time I found the sliver of truth between the deep fake was this photo here. This was the very first, and this is why I'm going back to the beginning, because I'm comparing, right, apples to apples, right? Let me crop this. I'm assuming that everything that I have done in this case is right. I'm assuming that my angels have only told me the truth because that's all I'm listening to. I don't know any differently from that. This little sliver of truth was hiding in between a letter Chris McDonough was reading, I believe. And he was reading whatever's underneath there. And as I'm looking through his video, holding my finger down, all of a sudden, I saw a flash. I'm like, what do I do with that? So I went silent and I followed the flash. It was a sliver of truth between his video. I don't know how it got there. You cannot find it. You could only find it if you go in between the frames and slightly land on it. And it's right at 6:13. I held my finger down and I took a real quick screenshot, because I'm like, I have to take a screenshot that this came from here at the time it came, or no one's going to believe me. They're going to be, oh, yeah, right, okay. And this little sliver of truth has led me throughout this whole entire case. And I know that is Summer Moon, and I know that Don was telling the truth, and I know that he believes it is for the resurrection. And 613 is, I don't know if what he called, I did a whole thing on it. It's the verse that basically is all about his daughter going to the resurrection. He's going to meet her. Don has been telling the truth. Does sick stuff, and yes, there's murder and whatever else, but this was what I followed. So I'm like, this is a cult. This is big. They're doing some cult stuff. I don't know exactly what this is, but the elements are crazy. They need to be understood. And that's when we all started looking at these pictures. Versions were sent out. They were messed with. People were placing stuff over stuff. But all I was doing was matching up elements. I'm like, these might be crazy element, the 2 and the 3, but that exact 2 and the 3 is on Harmony Montgomery. That exact 2 and the 3 is on Michael Vaughn. It's even in all the cases from years ago. No one cared. No one cared. I've been showing this for a very long time. The next thing that came out after the swing and all that was this parade. I don't know if they actually did a parade. But I know that each poster and banner and flyer and picture and missing child picture, to those who make that their deep fake and give messages on there, I know that. So why is it that no one else would recognize that this photo, doesn't even make sense? And that all the elements that I have been saying are in this photo, plus the banner itself is always different. They only made one banner. The bottom of these banners, the pictures on the bottom. Here, I'll show you. On all the banners, they consistently change. For instance, there's that one. Now, it's the same banner I've been showing everybody, that this is Summer Moon Wells in the contraction, that everyone that is under Summer Moon Wells missing children has around their head. Adults have it around their head. Anyone that enters into the videos from the creators, I've been grabbing all their videos. It's the same thing. But it's still interesting how the argument hasn't even been won or even recognized by the authorities, that these photos are not even the same. They're different people. They're different situations. And the longer you keep it the longer I keep it on the screen like this, the more information it tells. This is how my angels communicate. Robin is loaded in information. She's loaded in information. When I once showed her flip-flops and she was at one of these places, I said they were pushing the kids and hanging them, and I said, that's Robin. She even has the same shoes on as she has in this picture. No one cared. These photos are actually showing you what they did to Summer Moon Wells and to all the children. So when I say I use this as my main image, and then I show you hundreds of other photos, they're in my presentation today, of heads that are stuck in one of those things, it's baffling to me how there's been no traction. And the other thing that is so interesting to me is, here I thought we had such a large community of amazing true crime creators who will in no way, shape, or form acknowledge this. This is not a fake photo. This is Summer Moon Wells' head on a platter. Now, if you think for a second that her banner her banner here in the parade is supposed to be her head on a platter, I really, really think that whoever thinks that is really has something not correct with their brains, because a missing child wouldn't have a banner that would even look like this. And this is being held by her mom and Robin. So this was one of the very first banners that I noticed. And then I noticed Michael Vaughn's. And I have a whole... Here, these are from all the different banners. They're not even the same. They're not even the same person. Do you understand? None of the creators, and now I know why, because there's a lot of creators out there that are part of this. You are part of it. You're part of the fucking issue. And none of you guys are going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Because a lot of you creators are the ones that created the deep fakes around it. A lot of you creators that are there are the ones that created the confusion. All of these pictures are different. And they're not the same child. The authorities haven't even stopped to recognize this. It's not anywhere in the media. It's not talked about. And I've done this with Michael Vaughn's. I've done this with Harmony's. I've done this with Lena's. I've done this with Serenity's. I've done this with Timothy Pitson. I've done this with Williams in Australia. I've done this with the little girl, Boswell. I've done this with the twin boys. Why can't you see platter part? Well, obviously it doesn't look like a platter that you serve food on. It's this thing. My God, you guys have to just, this square thing is a platter right here. What else do you think that is? These are platters that you see in Benny's videos. Heads are in those platters. Forget the fives and the Ys and all that. That's everywhere. We're dealing with the big stuff. First of all, these are different children. These aren't all Summer, and they're all different and head holders. So in my past videos, it's called posters. I show all the different posters and all the different poster styles that have been put out there with the Summer Wells missing children to show you how they are all different. They're all different. None of them stay the same. This one was Tim Mullins. Tim Mullins, I think, he has partial of the truth, but I said Tim Mullins isn't where I got my my information from today. I can tell you that much. These people they all have a role. And a lot of their role is to keep conversation going. See how they're two different eyes? And to create confusion and to make money. They're two different eyes. Hey, Donna. So that's the box. See how this is like a square white box on the bottom? All the children are in those, you guys. They're in those. Now, I chose one element to show you as an apples to apples. I chose one, maybe two. I chose this one element because it shows up in actually all the time in Benny's videos. Shows up in his car. It shows up. This white thing that I'm circling here says summer. This white thing. Though that is a very important element. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Wait. Oh, I see. Ooh, I can't do this. I can't. Wait. Page 21. Wait a minute. I can't. Wait. The next page is like, you know what? I will show you this matching element after. I'm going to go into the next part. I'm going to go into. I'm going to skip to the swing real fast before I show you. Let me see, page 21. Oh, wow, I put all those pages in. Here, I'm going to show you right now this one element. That element that you see there, Benny keeps with him anywhere he goes. That's him in the car. This is him during the sacrifice. That little white piece, they're all the same. They have the same words, find summer, and the other one says wells.com, summerwells.com. It has all the symbols on it. And to me, this is apples to apples because they're the same element that travels throughout different locations. Throughout different locations. You see how this is the same thing? This element is something that I noticed immediately during one of Benny's videos where the head is in the corner and he has the Summer Wells Missing poster. And then I saw this thing just floating around. It was just floating. This little piece is the same kind of a particular element that the Watts kids have. It is a main apples to apples. If a person falls under the Summer Wells Missing Children's cases, they must have one of these. Period. Because this is part of what they're doing. This is part of the situation. And then the longer you keep on it, then you've got everything else growing on her head, yada yada. But for the sake of the Apples to Apples series, I'm not going to get into all the other stuff that's about to show up. That's what they want you to do. To get thrown off track. So you can't compare element to element. Every Summer Moon Wells Missing Child has these elements. Whatever element showing up in this little gal's here is also in Summer Moon Wells' here. These all are the same. Different versions should have caught the eyes of the authorities, but yet it didn't. The heart is really, really obvious in this one right next. She's holding it. Robin is holding it in her hand. Let me see. Let me crop this one. The heart I could crop into because stuff like that is... This whole entire situation is getting really frustrating because the people... I'm not even part of the authorities, and this is just becoming almost insane, you know, because it's so obvious. There's a little heart that's on every subject. Every subject. And this will continuously change. So if you are to move forward and look at different groups and different children, understand if you line up their posters, every one of them has a banner. You will see information that is the same element. Don't get caught up in the V's and this, like at the beginning. That's on there. Those are little nonsense things. These photos tell the story really, really well. Really well. Pretty crazy, right? And these people are just out of the picture. Now, my presentation today is 117 pages. This next section is really, really very meaningful to me. And to me, if they would have dug by this tree, they would have found some kind of an element, some sort of information that may look to them as nothing, but would line up with the other Summer Moon Wells missing children. This video that I got this particular version from comes from a couple different creators' original videos. The information that it shows is information that comes from the sliver of truth between the frames. Let me explain this to you for those who this is a new concept. The answer to the swing video for me this time, and I'm going to show you Summer Moon, came, and now the person who is guilty, and you're watching, you know I'm right, from this little sliver that is slipped in between the deep fake. See this? When you prepare and look at the videos the way that I have taught my subscribers, those that are new, the way to do it is open up the videos on your computer, okay? Put the speed at 0.25, record it on your phone. If you then want to view it on your phone, move your cursor, but watch the slides on the bottom. Watch these little things on the bottom, these little squares. If you want to watch what you sent to your computer, open up the scene and where it says show clips, and you want to go in between the clips that you don't see as part of the video. That's the part that is slipped in between the deep fake. See here how you see the hay on the bottom? Very clearly that these are almost look like graves. These little bits of information, they may look pixelated here when I blow it up, but you do it at home and it won't be pixelated. You just put your magnifying glass over it and you will see the truth. These are graves next to the tree. This one here that is mostly body, it's just like skin, is really what I wanted to get to, because I know that this is nowhere in here. And it's a frame. It's a pure frame. So when I say I want to get in between the middle of the frame that is in the middle, I'm going to show you what I mean. I want to land right where the crease is. I want to land, I'll show you. Not on the picture. I want to land, see this crease that this word text is going over? Right in the middle. Sometimes they leave the sliver of the truth right here, right down the middle. Sometimes they accidentally leave a sliver of the truth right at the edge where they're putting the deep fake. You will only find the sliver of the truth at the edges. If you hold this, see underneath the word text, there's that white line. You're moving, that's your cursor. You want your cursor to catch what's here, or right between the deep fake, which is the color part. Right before that is a thin sliver of truth. Some creators didn't do it as well as others. So that is how you could go to all the videos and they look different, because not everyone is good at covering the truth. This is Summer Moon Wells. This is her, not on a swing, but I have to say this is part of her death. She's not on a swing. The bright things that you see on these bodies are real. There are chains involved. The white thing around her head that you see matches. This stuff matches what you see in the poster. Some of them have V's, some of them have hearts. It depends on when the photo in the poster was taken. But this is the white stuff with the maroon and the number 5 and all of that. The swing video tells a very big part of the story, you guys. You're going to see Summer. I'm going to show you. Um, what they do to these children is very, very difficult for me to even speak about. I'm showing you these faces because these are all different children's faces. They are not only Summer in here. You have many different people in here, including Michael Vaughn. I pick up Michael Vaughn and Summer, and that's who I see in these pictures. I shouldn't call myself a clairvoyant medium if I'm wrong. They're holding on to that the white piece. They're not holding on to a rope. They're holding on to the white, like all those white things. Wait, let me blow it up. Wait. Here, it's not a rope. It never was a rope. This here is a very important part of the process. These are all little fives or something. They're like metal but each child has their own. And they're not holding on to, not even close to it. They're not holding on to a rope. And you see that the picture up in the right hand corner, and I showed you again, I'm showing you the sliver of truth lies right in that small little picture. I'll show you it. So the people, like the authorities that really are ready to see the truth and are ready to do something about this, it lies right between. It's right there. These are graves. Those are the hearts on them. But they don't seem to be ready. Slowly, Summer Moon Wells winds up with no clothes on. I won't take that any further than this. The video in which I got this from, I will only let the authorities know, because I'm not getting involved in that. But this, to me, is Michael Vaughn and Summer Moon Wells. And this is part of the process. They are not on a swing, and they do not have those colorful clothes on. In the background, it shows a lot of elements like the box, the white box, the maroon box. It is really all there. Depending on where I land on the frame. So here is one frame, but it changes because depends on where I land it. This here will show a maroon box, the number 5, but that's not the element that I'm showing you right now. But understand that it all matches. This box, this maroon number 5 box is where these children are connected to. It's just what it is. It's in every photo. It's consistent, and the truth just shows up. It shows up. You have two different hands on this person. To me, there's that pointy green nail. I really feel as if there's enough information that this could be followed up with the authorities that have the equipment, right? They have to have the equipment. Here I'm getting closer to seeing actually Summer's face. I felt it. I could tell that it was coming near. Let me show you something. One of the reasons I think that this is Michael with her is Summer Moon Wells doesn't have this letter on her anywhere. Let me show you. It's an R, and I don't know if I took it down. Let me see if I have it over here. I had up here a photo of Monkey in the beginning, and he had that R on him. He had the R on his hearts. The R was hanging on the top. This is, and it's got an M, see? This, to me, makes sense. Oh, maybe this is for Monkey. And this one over here makes sense for Summer. They each have their own identity made with these bony things. But Michael is the one with the R. I know you guys see it coming. I know you see it coming. Here's Summer. Do you guys see Summer? She's right there against the tree. All wrapped up in the white. She's right there, you guys. She's right there. Look against the tree. Summer Moon Wells shows herself. She is laying against the tree. She is part of the tree. She is covered in all of that stuff. That is Summer Moon Wells. Here's her head. Back here. Don't look at the front. It will come clear. This is her head right here. I believe this is Michael with her. Summer Moon Wells is right above that little thing in the tree, the number 5, that is still in their fucking tree today. Oh, thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. That little, and I've mentioned it so many times. I'm like, there's little metal thing in their tree. Yes, it's coming out of the shoulder area. This is our summer moon, and there's no doubt about it. This is the story. No question in my mind. When I saw this last night, I didn't know how to present it. But our summer moon is in that, I believe, in that tree trunk. And this picture is just going to consistently get more. See how the number 5 now is showing? Because the more we speak about it and the more the truth that shows up, the more information it shows. So here's her number. I'm circling it. These little 5 boxes are connected to them. Here's Summers or Michael's. Right there. It's not their fingers. Now the face in the front could, I mean, it could be anyone's. I don't know. I don't have a. To me, it looks like a dog. So I mean, obviously it's a person, but it may just wind up all being summer as it gets closer and closer, and the picture gets clearer and clearer. But the trigger warning is to tell you that she's in the trunk of a tree. She's in the trunk of a tree. So what I wanted to show you is that photo. That photo came right between, so this creator, okay, did not edit her stuff well enough, because that little sliver of truth, like I said, is at the edge. It's right at the edge of going into that picture. And that picture is just a close-up of her back. I think. I don't know. The hands always look familiar to me, but not about that. It's about Summer against her tree, in a tree trunk with a heart on it that goes in the water and travels down the river. Yes, it's coming out of the face. The faces are gonna, there's gonna be more than one face. It will eventually turn into, this will eventually turn into the whole entire situation. Let me see. And that's where I got these photos, because this is what she's covered in. Let me get you closer pictures of this, because it really does show she's literally on the tree. On it. And I'm not quite sure how the authorities didn't get this, but this is her Let me put this photo up and let it sit while we talk a bit about it. Let me put this one up. Because those who know, the pictures do change drastically. She will be covered up with whatever that white stuff is, and she's going to have that green thing in her mouth. It's going to be, you're going to see a photo of Summer exactly how she looks in my photos already. The only difference is it's going to show more of a proof of evidence that all of the elements are going to come together, and maybe it will get them to go dig. Or how about just ask Candace Wells, where is she? This is Candace's TikTok. It's Candace's TikTok, you guys. Let's see what happens here. This is Candace's TikTok. Let me see if the video doesn't show, because I do have a lot of pages, but this was the most important part. The other parts are very important, but this, let me see if I have the video without showing the person. Let's see. Summer. Oh, I think it might still even be on my phone. Let me see. I just have to make sure it doesn't show, all right, let me send a video to myself, and I'll show you if I can. Yeah, I don't think it says any names on it. I'll show you how I got to, let me just double check. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the video up. It doesn't show trim. I'll trim the end off. Save. Okay. Tree. All right. I don't have to trim anything. There's nothing on here that would. All right. Now let me show you the video that gives us information. The reason it's good to do that for me, all right, we're on page 18, is it gives me credibility that I didn't make this shit up. So this is her video. You bring it in. See how it's breaking up? Let me get to that, the most important part. It's where she puts her hand in there is like right around here. Okay, so there's the heart on her shoulder, and here's where she has no clothes, right? So this is the video. So let's see. I'll give it some time what we could get here, because I've been already going back and forth with it. It's right in her shoulder, like right there she is. See how fast it just came up? Right there. So now you see that I got it from the swing video. So that gives it credibility for me. Here she is. And now what I'll do is see if we could get her any clearer. So now we see that it's right here. Go to the video where she puts her hand on her back and goes to push her. See, then when you put my finger down, it changes, see? This right here is the most important part of the video. Right in here. We're going to see faces in here. I may even just do this depending on what comes through on here. If this is going to be a huge discovery, then what I will do is then finish my PDF later. We'll see. Because this is, to me, summer moon is going to be right in there too. And how I know that is because I know the shapes of the equipment. This here, oops, this here is the shape of the equipment. That's part of the head holder. And I know that just because I've done this so many times. This here is part of the equipment that gets attached to the head. I think her whole face should be in here very close up, because that's what they do. Like, see how it's in the, see how the color of her shirt, that should switch, because I know she doesn't have clothes on. Like right in here. So this takes some time. There's the white heart with the red heart, the white thing with the red heart on it. Here's Summer wrapped in it, wrapped in all that stuff. I mean, I personally think that's Candace's hand, but it doesn't make a difference. This is Candace's video. Okay, so right here is a frame between a frame of a frame. More people are going to show up. We're going to get some more information. And every part of this information is going to match up with what I've already shown you. It has to, or else it wouldn't. It has to, because the story doesn't just change. The elements are not going to change. They're just going to show up. You know who's very interesting is there's this guy's channel which I would never have thought to get information from until recently. I don't know if I'll get to that part today or not. But, oh, here we go. But it's very interesting how they're all friends. They're Molly and Bullhorn Betty and JTR or something. I still don't know his name. They're all friends. Not to say they've done anything, but I just get a lot of information from them. Oh, this is getting there. And that's why my question, I haven't gotten an answer from her yet, was my curiosity of answering the question I asked the other day. Do you believe this is her swing video? See, it's in between here. Takes a very steady hand. Let me go to the beginning. Let's see. See how the tree has... Watch the tree. When I move my cursor, the tree has like a lot of stuff going on there. See? The tree basically becomes a box. Watch. See? It's probably one of those boxes with a maroon top. Let's see. So I think this is summer wrapped in that white stuff. It's just a closer look to her. And the goal is to get the clearest photo of summer, not the elements. The clearest photo of summer or Michael. It's one of the two, if not both. See right in that shadow? Right there. Right in the shadow of the back. Because the one in front of us is not summer. Summer, I think, is the one in the shadow of the back. See? That's the other thing. The dark places, the skin and white areas are what gives the most information. Shadows. See how it's all turning white? Because that's what it is. They're covered in white. They're covered in white. They're not wearing colorful clothing. It's the best copy of the video that I have seen in over a year. Do you see the sticks? See the heart around the neck and how the rope really isn't a rope? The rope isn't really a rope. Like, they should be digging the backyard, like now. Here come the hearts on the back. And then that's going to be a maroon bar. It's going to be like a metal bar around them. So I like when I get those bright colors. So as soon as I start getting bright white, that's when it starts to shed layers. And you'll see it starts to turn green stripes and red stripes and whatever stripes. And then it starts to really change. However that is, that's what happens. And if you look at the bottom, this is what we have, a picture of summer like this. In all of the bars, she's got this little, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a panda, but we have that already. So that's going to match. See, this is where I see two faces. And that's what I want to break apart. Is like what's going on here. I see two people together. And I don't think it's doubled up. I think they're two people, two kids together. I'm going to focus in on this little section. So, let me take a few snapshots. I want this to break up right in here. See those slight little differences? Like they're so in the frame. All right, let me stay right here. Okay, so this I'm ugh. I'm being torn in different areas. I need to stay here and let this change colors, you guys. That's I don't want to, but I need to stay here, I guess. Okay. See how the scene is here comes the white box, the white number 5 box. It's next to the tree. Even it may yeah, there's definitely a baby. I agree, Lisa. Um This color has to go away. Because what's hanging in front of us, you guys, is a main element that goes under their chin. This thing that's hanging, let me show you something. That is on, I'll show you where that is on Summer Moon. It's actually in my presentation. Right, I'm looking for that picture. My goodness. That little thing is above Summer's head. Watch. That little thing that you see there on all of Don's t-shirts, it's right there. So this tells me a lot. This tells me that this is Summer. Because this is what Don has, exactly the same element above her head. You see? So I follow the elements. Let's see. And then here, this shows that she's with a little baby doll. This is one of the photos I was going to show you guys today. Don's videos, Don's pictures of her on her shirt now look like this. So, if in fact this is true, she's with this little baby. It's either a doll or a baby. But this would match. See how it's like, you know, this would match if I stay on the color part. See how I'm following my elements? This is that. So in fact, this colorful thing, see this, the V is on the baby here. See that V is on the baby. See? This is what his t-shirts look like, you guys. It doesn't say, you know, looking for Summer Moon. She should be somewhere. See, it's got to match. That's the thing. See, let me show you. It's funny how I picked these pictures today. Somewhere this somewhat should resemble this. All right, there's something right in here. See how it like jumps? Right in here. Okay. Okay, so that helped. That helped. Thank you, little angels. That helped. Okay. Right in here. It's going to be Dear Summer. It's right back there, and it's going to all be right in here. It's all going to be right in here. This is the part of the video. So, that's so cool. I see parts. I do see the parts that are on Don's shirt. That's just crazy. The little bone needs to get into focus. See those bones that they have to get in focus? It's exactly what's on his shirt. And 2 V's. Okay. We are getting to the light, you guys. See? There's a bright light right in her chest. And I'm telling you, like, the other part of my videos, of my presentation today is so freaking good as well. I think that, again, I may have to break it down. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a photo of this. Sometimes if I take a little photo, I'm going to close my presentation down. Don't save. And wait, where'd that picture go? And focus on these pictures. Because these are the exact photos that I have. I have photos like this. This is exactly what I have of all the other victims. A pole comes right through them like that. That's what goes right through. Whoops, sorry. Come on, brighten up. This is the truth to the swing video. There's her mesh heart right there. That's her pole. Anyone who knows me knows I'm eating licorice. Yeah, this is torture right here. The whole situation is going to change. Because once you get a picture of that bright light, the video changes. I'm definitely going to let this one play out. Because we all know that this is summer moon. We all know it is. And I think that's Michael Vaughn. Right there. I could tell when it changes children. I feel it. I see it in their eyes. Look at the difference. That, to me, is Michael Vaughn. Watch, when I change it, you'll see. See how the faces change? They have them. Oh shit! I just moved it. They have the machine is on them. There's that machine. Right there. Right there. I'm gonna show you a picture of the machine. That machine. Let me open up my presentation. Let me show you what that is. in today's presentation. That white machine is you know, the people that are guilty must be like, how the fuck does she know this? This kind of machine that we're looking for looks like this. It looks like that. And let's see. It's that machine that's sticking out. The part of the machine that we're looking at is this part. You see? And then there's a part up here. Let me see something. All right, I'm going to keep moving this so we could get something solid. Even though we have a picture of summer. I'm going to put this on, get this on summer. Because that's how see the white stuff on their head? How the hair is different? You see now how I mean when I say that they were never sitting on a swing? They were never on a swing. They're in the ground. They're not on a swing. Never were. So here, we have people coming up from the ground. Their heads are coming up from the ground. It's like a hole in the ground. See how it's changing? See how the situation is changing? Yet no arms for sure. Wow. These are torsos, I think, just like I said. There's the story is so right in this in this video. If the authorities really want to break this open, it's not complicated. I mean, I have brought everyone what to look at and what to see and what to do. I mean, it's right in there. It's right in there. They're in a hole. You guys, these kids are bound to the ground or something. There are no feet. I can't even understand that there's even a person on here. It's too, there's just too much information coming through that my brain is having a hard time comprehending. Like this. I just, it's a very difficult thing to, I mean, this is Candace's TikTok, you guys. Look what's coming through. The whole body, everything is going to be covered up. She's the one who should be answering to this. Because now it's been like what, almost, so it's 2 hours. That's the normal time it takes for me to get to this, to where we're at. And this is what it shows. That is not Summer Moon Wells swinging on her swing. You would think that is the time to get to the bottom of this. Look at this. Now it's really coming through. There you go, you guys. Here it comes. Took 2 hours, and it took 2 hours. And this is why they're not doing their job, because they just aren't giving it time. Here comes. I know what this is. This is the number 5 maroon box around their face. And there's the white mesh with the hearts down their leg, or down their arms. Here it comes. This is the truth. It's right here. Their legs are bound. Their feet are bound. And this is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's case. For those that are new to my channel, it usually takes 2 to 3 hours to get to this point. And we're there. We're there. This is the point where it's hard for people to wrap their minds around the fact that this is happening, and this can possibly be right next to the tree. We don't know. The person who could answer these questions is Candace. It shows go dig at the tree, if in fact it is the tree. But I do know that she is covered in all the elements that I have been following for a year plus. It's on her body. She has the green mask on her that is placed on the children that are taken. They put the green mask on them, and that's where they put the fire through. The green mask is on her face. I'm really not quite sure how long it's going to take. for this to be recognized as serial killers. I don't. Very obvious that this is what we're looking at and it's not fake. It's now the complete video. That's what you got, you guys. That's what you're looking at. I'm going to find that clip with Summer against the tree. This to me is Summer Moon Wells and Michael Vaughn, all put together as one. Right there. Wow. I know tonight I will definitely be asking for more information. See the baby on her lap? I'm going to take out my pendulum. Right. That's the baby that she's with in the pictures. That's the babies she's with in the pictures of Don's photos. It's Summer. I'm going to ask my pendulum a couple questions and then call it a night. Oh, wow. Who is this? This one has way longer legs. That's what they look like when they're done, you guys. This is what they look like. I believe that's looks like a monkey on the side. That's what they look like. That's a whole different person that we've been watching. See how they're different they're different kids? Like this one's a different one. So I'm going to get Summer up here and I'm going to ask a couple questions. And then we will close it down for the night. And then tomorrow I will do number 4. This is what they look like as they come back from the swing. And then they get more normal looking so we don't see them. So this is what they look like. Coming back from the swing. Okay? This is serious shit, you guys. This is serious. I'm going to ask Summer Moon a couple questions. Summer Moon Wells, are you with me? Summer Moon, would we find you by the tree that's by your house? She said no. Would we find you close to your house? Yes. Is this also Michael Vaughn? Yes. This is a sacrifice that the trophies are taken at this sacrifice. This is what is going on here. These are the trophies that Arbania, if you haven't listened to my interview with her, highly suggest it. This is something that happens to all the children. And right in there is our summer moon. Right there. That's the box. That's the room. That's the white room. That's the white room. You know what this is? You guys, this is the white room she was laying naked in. This is the situation. You guys, this is the photo. This is the photo where she has the white stuff around her and on the neck. She's looking out. She's looking out. See, her head is covered. This is her. This is her. See how her head is covered? This is where I'm staying. As I said, I was going to get off. Let me see where my family is. Here comes the heart. This is the final picture. There's the bar with the heart. Right there. Let me circle the heart. Here's the bar with the heart, you guys. It's in front of her face. This thing right here. This is the bar with the heart. This is the bar with the heart. And back of here is some whatever 5. I'm staying here. And that's her rock. That's her white thing with the heart on it. That's hers. All of this is going to turn into all that white stuff that she's covered with the hearts. We're doing it, you guys. You have to stay on. This is going to be her covered in the white. For those who don't know, let me pull up a photo. I'll pull up one of her photos here. Just like that. It's gonna match. This little girl went through the same thing, but the only difference with her is someone fucked up. They were in the middle of the process and it got messed up. They were doing the same thing to her. Same shit. So little Summer Moon Wells, if in fact my theory is correct, is going to look like this. Period. It's going to look like that. So all that shit on her. And most likely that tree, the surroundings, most likely her surroundings will be all of that white stuff. And most likely, this photo of her is not purple. Most likely she is covered in all of the white stuff with the hearts. What she is covered in is what Jody Sue Brown has in the background of her photos. And also what I was going to show you, that I'm not saying that he's guilty, but that JTR or fuck it. I don't know his name, to tell you the truth. I'm not lying. I just don't know him. I don't know anything about him, but part of my presentation is showing you where all this white stuff comes from, right? And this is what's under. This starts actually in Benny's car, all this white stuff, and this is what you're going to see is on her. And this one I just happened to get off of his car, but that's what's on Summer. This is what's on Summer. It's all that's on Summer. There's no freaking. And then this is from that J guy, JTR, or JT, whatever the fuck his name is. I have a whole video on him with this. And it's the same mesh material with the hearts from 12 years ago. And he has some wristband on him like he just got out of the hospital in 2012. So I don't know much about him. I don't care to learn about him. I don't care. But he just happens to have this stuff in this video from 12 years ago, and it looks like he's got some ban on him from a hospital. You see, it's the same thing. In this video, for some reason, you've got those two. Benny's in there. I don't know who that other girl is. I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is. But this is our Summer, and she's covered in what I'm about to show you, basically. She's gonna be covered in it. And she's gonna, and if for some reason we get a picture of her mouth, she'll probably have that thing in it. And notice as we talk, what happens with my angels, as we sit and speak, this picture is going to show the truth. And it will show that she's covered in exactly the same stuff that we've said for the past year plus. This white stuff. There's our Summer. See? She's right on the bottom of the tree. And she has in her mouth, she has something in her mouth. She has the same thing in her mouth as she does. Here, let me try to get that one picture out. Just take this. Notice how she has something in her mouth. See? It's gonna be this thing. This is gonna be what's in her mouth. The box is there. All the elements are here, you guys. All of them. And if you look at Summer in this picture, notice she's got like this silver thing. It's not that girl's arm. She's against a pole. She's against a silver thing. See, the truth comes out. And what's behind her is that it's the hearts that are on white that everyone has with them. It's behind her. It looks silver, but it will turn to white. It's not easy. I cannot wait to find out what YouTube creators are a part of this, because you do know it's going to be a massive sting. It has to be. Okay, so what's lit up right here though? That's her little heart. Everyone has one. It's shaped like a raindrop upside down with a heart on it. And it's what's glowing under here. I'll take a picture. It's what's glowing under her arm. There's certain elements that when I focus in on them and put them in as something to focus in on, like this is a major element. It's a little heart in the white thing, and then it's on top of a maroon metal. It's like that's metal, you guys. So I try to stay there. She may have that same kind of metal wrapped around her neck. I don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Let's see. Summer Moon does say she isn't at the tree anymore. I'm telling you, Tim Mullen moved everything. They allowed Tim Mullen on property. You know that? They allowed that guy back on property to just do shit. Right now, let me go back to that part. Let's go back to the beginning and see. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Now it's changing, like it's, you can see, it, now the metal stuff is coming clear. Like the metal pieces. See the metal bars in front of her? They all have that. So those are pictures up there of lots of different people. We know they come back looking like this. We want a clear picture. I'm hoping to get one. Not easy. There's the 5 in her face. I think this is going to be the mask, but that's going to take a while. Two separate people's hands for sure. Here comes the cover on her mouth. It should be a heart. Wow, this is taking a very long time. So this here, that's around her mouth, is a very important element. Like I said, she winds up with a whole full head covered. So it's real. It looks like this area is now breaking up as well. Are you guys hanging in there? Am I doing okay? You want me to continue? Because it looks like we're getting closer. It looks like a part of the story is going to... Yeah, you know, harsh reality, I was really hoping he would show that he at least saw it. When someone pokes fun at something that shows Summer Moon Wells, it just kind of makes me curious. And who the fuck cares who his family is? If his family is part of that, so why aren't they solving it? Like, so what? My husband's in special forces. Big deal. It doesn't do anything. Big deal. I know the FBI. Big deal. They don't give a shit. But he didn't do anything. He just, like, didn't do anything. He kind of just, like, brushed it off, but yet I have a whole file on harsh reality now. Like, where is it? I think it's up here. I just don't... There's so many pictures outside of what's in his sunglasses. I mean, I don't get it. Oh, it's funny. I think I threw out his file because I was like, oh, forget about it. Because I'm just going to keep collecting his information, you know? Um, and that's it, because I have so much of it. He tells so much information in his videos, it's insane. And his videos give me information I don't get from any other channel. And if he doesn't want to look into it, it's okay. To each its own. I'm not going to stop because it's apples to apples. It all matches. For me, it matches. Look at Summer getting clearer. She's getting clearer, you guys. Look at that. You guys, she's in the exact situation that we see her wrapped in white. I'll show you. She's in that cylinder. See? Let me get the cylinder. She's probably going to look just like she's in the cylinder with Tim Mullen. Totally. She's going to look like this. With Tim Mullen. Wouldn't that be funny if that's what it turns out to be? See? See the white on her? How it's turning white and it's not really red. And she's got the glasses on her face. Just like Jody Sue. She is with Tim Mullen. So weird. Like, does anyone really give a shit? I have Tim Mullen everywhere. Want to see something really funny? This picture probably could solve the whole case. Wait a minute. Wait till you see this. It's actually Tim Mullen as Summer or something. I don't know what this is. Copy. Look at this one. Frightening. But this is gonna somehow match up. Somehow it's gonna make sense. Here, I'll show you how in here she winds up looking like this. Wait. All covered in white. If my facts are true, that's what she's going to look like. And then you've got Tim Mullen's face. And then I have all these fishies. Like, then I have all these things that look like fish. Which is really weird. Wait, where's that one? See how she has the heart on the side? What's this? See, all these pictures start to look really, really weird. But no matter how you move it, they're all summer. Is this the Tim Mullen one? See these? Ooh, there's someone underneath her. Here, look at this. So there is someone else. Watch. So this red and white face actually turns into a different face, from what I could tell. See that? This is going to be the situation. I mean, you could already see the white stuff is correct. And Tim Mullen is right there. See? When you have the right elements, they do all match up. If you don't have the right elements, they won't match. And that is Summer Moon being covered all in white. But let's see, she would have to have the same info. So let's see what happens. I feel like there's this real close-up usually turns into something. It's like freaking me out a little. Like I feel like this is going to be a face. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Let's see what happens with this. What if that was Don? Like, this is someone. Do you believe, can we just discuss that this is Candace's TikTok? And oh my God, this is going to be the front of the face. That just flippin' freaked me out, you guys. You guys. This just might be the front of her face. Because if you look at this, see how she has that thing down her arm? See? It's on this one too. Like, it matches. See? Here. It matches. See what I'm saying? It's right next to her shoulder, and if you go like this, it goes right down this person's shoulder. If that's true, maybe we'll see Tim Mullen. Like this part, wait, is the same. this is, let me pull this up. This is the same element as this. See? It's the same. So let's see what shows up. Let's keep these here, because I think that's what she wound up in a cylinder. We don't know why, but she did. Okay, if this winds up being Tim Mullen and he doesn't get arrested, something's really, really messed up. What if it's cheek, you guys? What if it is and that's Summer behind him? Down here. This is going to be the most interesting picture of the night. Period. Like, what if that's Summer behind him? Or on his arm or something. I don't know. This stuff is so above and beyond what I could comprehend. But that's the white shit, and that's the heart, and it all matches. Come on, baby, give it to us. So, let's see. I'm gonna have such a sugar high. I'm eating like the whole freaking box of Twizzlers. Yeah, let's give some thumbs up. I have the rights to my own documentary. That's all I know. Because this is going to either be, I think, a documentary that has to be made two ways. One, somehow it's got to be a funny, like a spin-off of a funny one. Because I totally could write it. And then, obviously, one that's the truth. Right? Because the funny one, there's some real funny characters in this shit, you guys. I think that they remind me of 12-year-olds playing in a baseball field all by themselves. All right, let's see where that goes. See how it takes a while? It's like these layers like peel off. They like just peel off. All right, I'm going to move it back and forth. Sometimes this works. Okay. Now let's start from the beginning. See how this is even falling apart easier? Takes hours. Now you guys know why I can't do any other work other than this. And somehow I have to start making money with this. Maybe I'll sell t-shirts. I have hundreds of pictures that I've collected from summer. Would you guys think, what if I put it on a big oversized t-shirt? You think people would buy it and put like Summer Moon Wow's Missing Children? To support the channel? See, now there's something metal on their head. I wonder whose hand that is. The pink is going to go away. Let's see. It just takes time, right, you guys? I always want to say, hello, Michael. And it's crazy how so many times I've reached out to the Fruitland Police Department, like with, well, maybe that's why they say that there's a possible connection. I mean, I've sent them pretty decent information. It's not like I'm sending them completely off the rocker shit. Like, I'm not sending them things like, oh, my third eye. Oh, the head's getting covered in that mesh. Look, you guys. Look what I got here. Do you understand this mesh matches that JR's material 12 years ago? I think his girlfriend went missing. I have no idea. It's the same mesh. It's material. I don't know. He held up like underwear. And, oh, this is going to be it with the heart on top of the head. Right there. But the crazy thing is, I don't understand why Benny showed it. It was 12 years old. Like, I wonder why. Why now? Here it comes. Here comes the skeletons with the things through the eyeballs. Right there on the ground. We've seen these 100 times. What happened 12 years ago? I have the video. Here, look at the head in the ground. There it is. It was part of my presentation today. I don't think I'm going to get to it. Maybe I'll keep you guys in suspense for tomorrow. It's freaking hilarious. Look at that. There's your skeleton head. This is what the masks look like. They all look the same. Who's watching? Oh, Donna, you cracked the shit out of me. I think that's Benny peering out of the soil. See, now you guys know I get tired and I get silly. All right, let's see. All right, come on back. All right, we know that those are all different people up there. They come back. Benny got off the hook today because his car, I went back to his first videos before he was who he is, and he obviously did some updates on his fake car. It's hilarious. He's like, it's hilarious because it's so fake that what's really quite hilarious, you guys, no offense, is that the audience doesn't notice. It's the audience. It's like, thinks it's so fine. As he is not in a car and has people stuck in his trunk. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy shit. Okay, so here we go. We are getting the box around Summer's head. Do you see that? This is very important. So I'll be able to match up. No, that's not the one. I'll be able to match up this. See this square box around her head? That's what's in the poster I just showed you guys. The square box around her head. So now we know that this is her. For sure. Because let me show you the square box that I showed you guys before. Well, we have a few square boxes. Let's see, I'll take this one. So her hair is going to be short, and that's the box around her head, and it should, oh, it won't paste. Shoot, I'll do it in a minute. Okay. Guys, I am falling asleep, so I think I'm going to have to stop. Let's end this with Summer's face. And, oh my God, I wonder who this is. This is someone's face. Like right there, I think that's Summer. All right, let's get a good frame to end on. Oh my goodness. Wow. Check that out. I wasn't expecting that. That's what they wind up looking like. Well, I wasn't expecting, when I say land on a good thing, this to be coming out of the ground. That's a pretty major head. They have to dig. I mean, seriously? Seriously? This shit's in here? It's not superimposed, it's in here. And it's attached to children. See that? It's attached to them. Oh my God. Their wrists are all bloody. It's time, Jesus Christ. It is so time to bust this shit open. Alright, so let me find the one of summer. And that's what we're going to land on. I don't know if it's here or back here. Oh, it's back here. Okay. Oh, wow. She really keeps changing. So, this is our summer moon. And it's going to just get better and better and show more and more information, you guys. I will keep working on this. I have like 100 more pages to go in my Excel file. Not Excel file, in my PDF. I will do that tomorrow. This is the most important element to look at. This is our summer moon with that thing in her mouth that no one was really paying attention to. But this is her. She has that. Where's that picture? Summer important. She has this in her mouth, and I think that this was her last picture. She's covered in this shit, and I could bank on it that it's going to match. This is going to match that. This summer moon here is going to match this summer moon here. Right there. And she's got the same damn thing in her mouth. Covered in the same stuff. Well, I'm going to call it a night because I'm falling. Tomorrow I will finish the remainder of my PDF, as well as go over this video together with you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods. Thank you, subscribers, members. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thumbs up on your way out. You guys get a good night's sleep, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.